Good evening. I can't talk for the fucking track. That's a fucking thing for her. No, they taste funny as well. Anyway, good evening. And happy Halloween. So, here we go. This is going to be a watch party on my own. But if you want to join, you can. For 1963's The Haunting. So this is a better film than Halloween 78. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. So, who's here tonight while I get this stupid tablet going? Right, there we go. Now we can watch the film. It does help. Hey, Mike's here. Hang on. Let's employ some special effects. Hey, monkey. I tell you what, Mike, if you want to join for 5 minutes, you can. That's enough of that. So, while that telly loads, I will do a, here we go, slideshow. Look at this. There's me. That is me 8 years ago when I visited Etterton Hall, where the Haunting was filmed. You want to join Mike? You can if you want to. Hey, Mike. Hey, monkey. So that is the field. See me and my wellies. That's the side of the church. As you can see, they have a lot of land. And then we have, there's the rear garden. I don't think this appeared in the film. I think it was only the front and the driveway. So let me put the link in the chat while I'm here. So there's the other side. So unfortunately, I saw this film many years ago. Okay, post the link. 1 second. And then I visited the hall and then found out years later that it was actually filmed in the film I knew and loved. Because there's the deer, if you can just about make it out. So if I find the link, it might help. So that's the interior, which of course they didn't use. The rest was a set. But this is the tea room where you have afternoon tea. Oh, look. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a young man. There's me perusing the menu. And I found there's some artwork, which I cannot tell you what it is. But otherwise, they got a piano and everything in the room. Yikes. So yeah, there's the outside. So this is the main bit they used back in 1963. Well, I guess it was 62 they filmed it. In 63. I think that is it. Let me just double check. Might be some more. Let me just see. Yes, unfortunately, the stupid app isn't bringing them up. Typical. Right, so we'll have to nip back through the pictures. Yeah, there is the church. It has its own church on the grounds, which is no longer used for services. So you got that. There's the rear gardens again. Not much of a maze. Yeah, so there's the house and the church. So yeah, apparently the family that originally built it used to go to church a lot on Sunday. Because it's a very big family, I think. There were rabbits, but I don't think that's one. Yeah, it's only a small church, but it's mostly a tower, but as you can see. A bit of the gardens. There might be a squirrel in that picture if you look carefully. And there's the room. Very nice rooms they have. What am I reading now? More church. Oh, me inside the church ruins. Dear Gormless. Hey, DVD and film bloke. Well, next time you're in the UK, Mike. It's in Stratford-upon-Avon, which is in Warwickshire. Or Warwickshire, as you would say. Hang on, is that the last? Yeah, so that's the photos. That's the main hall one there. The front. Did I go past? I wasn't looking. There it is. So yeah, it's a lovely building, as you'll see in a minute when we put the film on. So If you do want to join, you are more than welcome, even if it's for a few minutes, and if I can work out where to put the link. So, what is everyone watching? Excuse me while I try and work out. Oh, it's not playing the ball. This was filmed there. The Haunting from 1963. Hang on. Here we go. If you're on YouTube, that one. So, yeah. Let me press play on the video because I haven't checked it for. Hang on. The link is coming. Let's take the pictures off so I can see the TV. Oh, my internet's playing up. Hang on. Is that a German accent, monkey? Tog on Pete Tong. So what are you watching tonight in America? Patience, monkey. It's not opening for me. The link will appear once I can post it. Oh, this is The Innocent. Yes, there you go. I need to watch that because I was watching reviews of this film and many of them mentioned the fact that The Innocent was also in the same year and just as freaky. It's an MGM film. All right, hang on, try again. Lucky YouTube's not loading now. There we go. Right. Funny Man. Doesn't ring a bell. What's that one about? Right. There's a link. There we go. Finally, it works. Technology. So this is a Beyond Vision release. What's on there? Yeah, trailers. Oh, Brazil. So what is this film? This is like the 39th anniversary. Let's have a look when it was released in the UK. So yeah, this is Martin Scorsese's favorite horror film, or it was when I asked him last. Right, where are we? Where's that? Here comes the monkey.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Monkey.
To answer your question, mine started a couple days ago when I watched, trying to remember, I watched E.T. And before that I watched, trying to remember. I don't know, but tonight I'm going to be watching Hocus Pocus.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I still need to watch the second one.
Do you want to see why I am called the monkey?
Okay.
Wow.
There's the monkey. Oh, it's gone.
Furry all over. Ha, ha, ha. Did you get to see how long my beard was?
It's a long beard. But
Yeah.
Never grow a beard. It'd be all patchy.
What? Sorry, the volume is kind of low right now.
I'm saying I couldn't grow a beard. I'm very jealous.
Oh, interesting. I had the volume down. Interesting fact, but it's a quick one. You remember the American band, the Backstreet Boys, right?
Yep.
AJ was like you. He could not grow a beard. There was a interview with a fan that made out with him in a cab, and she claims that when she was making out with him in the cab, his goatee was coming off because it was just painted on. You know, in all those when all those posters where he has that paper thin little mustache.
Oh yes, I know him.
Eyeliner.
Yeah, maybe I can get away with that.
You actually have a really great honor, and I mean this in a good way, because I was actually scheduled to be on a I was actually scheduled to be on another one, but the person never got back to me.
Oh, that's on.
Yeah, it was all scheduled, but it was just one of those things where it was like the person, like I was watching this live stream, and the person was like, "I'm trying to get a hold of you. I'm trying to get a hold of you. You have to get back, but you can only get back to me here," meaning a different service. So I did, but then I never got reached back to on that said service.
Oh.
But I want you to know I have been a fan of you for I don't know how long I've been watching, but you have such great taste in films that actually have a plot.
Thank you.
Now nowadays films are like tiny drops of plot, action, action, action.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as Michael Bay came out, all the other directors was like, "Hey, this works. Let's go with this." Who needs plot? Who needs story? Who needs lovable characters that we find out about them when we can have tons of expensive explosions and stupid characters?
Certainly adds on that way.
Yeah, but I will say I you and but I do have a question. You like for years you were just a you were kind of the movie guy. You would show these awesome films, people would be talking with you, but then out of nowhere you became the interview guy. How did that happen? How did that happen?
It was by accident.
Oh, well, I will say I don't know if you're aware of this, but when you do it, like in these you're always so relaxed, but when you're doing the interview, you go from like this to hello, I am Walter Cronkite. But I will say this is an honor. Jim this is like Jim Carrey talking to Jay Leno.
No, the honor's mine. Finally get to speak to you in person.
I've always been your fan, and sometimes me saying nothing is a good thing. We don't always have good days.
Everyone's different.
Yeah, there are days when you see that I just don't show up at all. It's there's fires in these jungles, and I just have to wait. I just have to wait till I'm in a mood where I'm not like, I just stomped out this fire. Now I have to just, I mean, don't you agree? One thing about me is I never come to your group angry.
No.
I'm always honest. I'm always honest, but I never come here with an attitude.
Yeah.
That's Ricky's job.
We won't mention him. He might turn up.
Well, then I will just say this for when he watches. Point break, point break, point break, point break, Budweiser.
We'll pass that on to him.
Yeah. If you get sad, drink a Budweiser.
Yeah, that'll teach him.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. No, I'm saying that'll make him feel better. I learned my lesson that time that I made him mad and sad. I learned my lesson, so now I don't make him mad. Remember, remember, it took you 3 weeks to calm him down when it came to me. Remember?
Yeah, it wasn't because of you. Because me and Vass were winding up.
But he will be back. Speaking of Vass, I'm also a fan of him too. I think he is really, really good, but he you and him are like you're Pepsi and he's Coca-Cola. You always see people drinking Pepsi, and you rarely see people drinking Coca-Cola. But it doesn't mean Coca-Cola is any less great. It just means Pepsi's better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I am aware that I am aware that you probably gotta start the film soon, but I just wanted to cover everybody.
No
So
problem.
because I didn't want to leave any of you rock stars out. Um, I I will say I do have a recommendation for you because I think you said you do play games, right?
Oh yeah.
Uh, there's a game that if you were to go to a place now, they don't have them anywhere, and that is like the game is called what is it? Five Nights at Freddy's Security
Ah,
Breach.
right.
The newest one called Security Breach, is awesome because it was made before COVID hit. And so they were able to use the blueprints of Chuck E. Cheese and all the other ones. So it is the last game that was made when the Chuck E. Cheeses were still in business.
Ah, okay.
So it's really iconic because I there, there's not as many there wasn't as many after the game as there is now. Oh, sorry. I got it reversed. In the wise words of Willy Wonka, switch that, reverse it. Well, I understand you're on a time crunch. You only got so much time on here, so I will say, in the wise words of Gene World, in the wise. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. In
Right.
in the wise words of Gene Wilder, good day, sir.
Good day to you. Nice to meet you, monkey. Right, there we go. That's the monkey. Finally get to meet him in person. Right, so back to this. So yeah, the film has started. Where am I? So yeah, there's going through the history of all the people that died in this house. This woman who was born in the house, was a child in the house, and died in the house, and never left the house is happening on screen now. At the moment, she's aging. Right, so impressive building. I only seen it in old photographs, but the film is set in New England. Yeah, I never understood that. I remember reading the book back in the late 80s, and then so I've never read the book. I should read the book because what is it? There's the three iterations of it now, including the TV series on Netflix. And BBC Two is where I first saw it, so it might have been the same one we saw late night BBC Two. Right, so what's happening? So yeah, oh yeah, the woman is poorly, and the nurse is off for the man, and then yeah, the woman dies in the bed, and so there are many ghosts in the story. So there we go. Right, let me put the subtitles on my own. There we go. Hill House. It's a British comedy from the 90s with Christopher Lee. It's basically Nightmare on Elm Street meets Bad Taste meets Brain Dead. Right, let's go on the list. Right. Hello, Pete. How are you, sir? Hello to everyone. Hobbs is here. Hello, Hobbs. If anyone wants to jump on, the link is in there. Hey, have Cheetah for you. We will be seeing him on the channel Wednesday at this time. So, Ricky's homebrew, yes. She's got endless supply. Oh yeah, we got Bat, Pumpkin, Ghost, and Pumpkin. So happy Halloween to everyone. Coke is my jam. Yeah, I think this is Coke, I think, and Captain Morgan's finest spiced rum. Hobbs is a rock star indeed. Spilling Coke is my business. Okay. Coke is my sniff, especially when I sneeze. Hey. Well, yeah, you've got 1984, which was peak cocaine season. Hey, Gregor, happy Halloween to you too, sir. Right. Stupid tablet's all blurry. Hang on. Look at this. Closer. There we go. It's moving on itself. There we go. Right. Does that matter? Hang on. I'll be back in a second. away from the body. Oh. All right, sorry about that. Hang on. Right. New Pablo's beer. Oh, that's been released. Rachel's here. Good evening on Flick Feuds. Isn't your premiere on at the moment for the ranking the Elm Street films? But happy Halloween to you. And oh, someone had to go there. Happy Halloween. I can't do it. What's it? London Bridge is falling down. Start with that, so I don't get sued. Me and Ben are about to watch. Ooh, which one? Because what is that? 3, 4, technically. I guess you mean the 70s one. There you go. What happened? Just wondering. Someone needed a hug. Yeah, it is. There you go. So on the Flick Feuds channel, they are ranking, and the 78 one. There you go. That's the best one, I think. 50s sci-fi is not my bag. 60s horror, like this one. So yeah, where are we? So this one film, which is The Haunting, is a little bit different from The Haunting in 1999. That was it. There's something at the door. Fun cat scare. Don't have that cheap ploy here. Right. Okay. Where are we? Hang on. Pissing. I've been out on the moor worshipping the beast of Bodmin. I have heard it's been sighted again. Thank God I did, because it's pissing done. Yeah, it's. We went trick or treating about 5:30 because it was going to rain, and it did. Just as we got back, so that was good. But not much of a haul this year. Plenty left behind. Okay, so what time is it? 8. So the teens will be out about now. So I've turned off all the lights, so they shouldn't be able to see us. So yes, this is Claire Bloom, who used to look after her mother and live with her, but the mother died. And is it because she was ignored? We shall see. But yes, if you want a lame film, Vass is watching Halloween 78 on his channel. We've got real horrors here. She's getting pissy.
I happen to be in my bedroom. And
She's living in her living room.
Now get out before I show you what my nerves can really do.
Yeah, she's got issues. Vegan dolls. Good afternoon, boys and ghouls. Good afternoon and well, good evening. As it is here, it is 5 to 8 in the PM. I saw the 78 Body Snatchers last. It's a good film, about on par with it. Okay. My movie's scarier. There you go. Okay. Hands up who's actually seen this apart from Patrick. I'm going to check. Let's check. What year? The USA came out 22nd of August 63. 25th of August 63, Japan. Canada's October 63. And then way down the list, January 64 in the UK. As usual, way behind everyone else. So based on the book, Haunting of Hill House. Had a budget of 1.4 million, which is quite a lot. And then you got $22.50 for a overnight stay at parking. Let's see, Cape Cod, Braintree, Quincy. Hang on, she's got directions.
Very happy that you could join us in Hill House. Take US 50 from Boston and watch for the turn off onto Route 238.
There you go. Directions if you need to get there. So, yeah, Etterton Park Hotel in Alderminster, Stratford-upon-Avon, Warwickshire is the external. And then The link doesn't work, but never mind. Chucking balls of flour cars. We had it 1 year. The place looked like a factory for cake manufacturing. I bet, yeah. Flour is a fucking nightmare. It turns to glue if it gets wet, so hopefully clear that up. No, we've got a lot less than last year, which is odd considering the lockdown last year. Issues, but yeah, didn't get as many as I thought. So it was filmed in interiors, Boreham Wood Studios in Herefordshire. So there you go. Yeah, you'd never guess, but here we go. Is that the house? Because it's in widescreen, I can't see what's happening. Hang on. All right, she's at the gates. There we go. So I'm a bit behind my digital copy. There we go, and then we meet the man about the house, the gardener, or whatever his job is. Unfriendly bastard. You've seen this a few months ago. Okay. Was that the first time or a rewatch? So who thinks the remake is better on this? So this is directed by Robert Wise. Now, he has done a hell of a lot. So, you know, the Gates of Hill House. I guess that's probably a set because it's got a nice drive up. So, yeah, he died in 2005, but he did West Side Story, The Sound of Music, The Andromeda Strain, Star Trek, The Motion Picture, this. Funny hell. He was still directing TV movies in 2000, but what's another one we know? The Sand Pebbles. Run Silent, Run Deep. Somebody Up There Likes Me. Helen of Troy. Executive Suite. Yeah. Desert Rats. He did a lot of films. But by the look of this, the Star Trek motion picture killed his career. But never mind. So yeah, here we go. Leading up to this house. Spoiler, the film ends. And then we get the first look. And according to my picture, it doesn't look like it's changed in, 40 years? What did I say this? I guess it's the 38th anniversary for the UK release. There you go. She's driving out and she stops to look at the house, and there's the house. If you can make it out. But yeah, it freaks her out. But yeah, this was made in black and white because they wanted it to look better, to bring out the house. So they had the option to colorize it, or make it in color, but they didn't want to. And then it was written into Robert Wise's contract not to be in color ever. So they couldn't do the Ted Turner and make it all green. But yeah, we got some zoom in shots here. Hang on, is it paused? No, she's thinking. But yeah, it's definitely made ominous. Dr. Impossible. We had an unstable relationship with Rod Steiger, but I did like her as an actress in Look Back in Anger with Richard Burton. I haven't seen that in ages. But yeah, she is bringing it all in this one. See what, Dr. Impossible, do you want to join me? The link's in the chat, or I can put it in again. I can finally meet you. The fountain of knowledge that you have. Oh, hang on, DVD and film blurb. I think one of your messages got blocked. Anyone else who wants to join is welcome. I have the original on VHS and a really shit cover. Yeah, you can't swear. Yeah, what's my VHS? Yeah, I got the widescreen VHS, but yeah, it's not the best cover. And it's missing the bloody card pack. Because the week after I bought it on eBay, someone else did a cheaper version with the card pack. Looks like Vass is live now. Let's have a look. So yeah, we get the first look at the house. And at first look, it looks a lovely house. And the remake did recreate much of the house, bringing up its wood, as it were. So everyone's entitled to one good. So where are we? Then yeah, we're getting a lot of view of the house. It certainly looks like you can get lost in it. Yeah, she gets scared by all the statues and the mirrors. It's quite a long film, actually. It's nearly 2 hours, but
Pull yourself together.
let's see. We're 20 minutes in, and there hasn't been any ghosts yet. Ooh, I've knackered this up. There we go. Right. Let's have a look. We are here. But where is Vass? No, that's the slaughtered lamb alive as well. No, you're all missing there. Right. So yeah, this massive bedrooms they have in those days. Who has slept in this haunted house then? A real one, allegedly. You got me. Stop trying to scare me. My nerves aren't gone as it is. Watching this film. Right. There we go. Let's cross the streams. Let's remove that. Don't need to see my pictures anymore. Oh, you would love to sleep in a haunted house. You think you get much sleep going? Because yeah, even this house, hear noises in the night or stuff happens. You think, ooh. Right, there he is. Savassalus. The hell's Vass wearing? Cross the streams as it is. See if this works. There's Vass with a spider on his head. I'm going to be watching Halloween 78. I think it's Vass frozen. Oh no, he's moving. Barely. Yeah, that one's over there. Watching that rubbish film, but enough of that. Draining my PC power. But here we go. So yes, the what's their name's turned up. The Bohemian, but apparently they weren't allowed to show them touching each other, as it were, in this. So that's good. They've got separate rooms, and apparently each room is decorated differently, so you know who's there. Right. Guess what? The man who plays the gardener is Valentine Dial. Dial played the Black Guardian in 1980 Doctor Who. The guy had the most imposing voice. Yeah, I guess that's one reason to pick him for this. Okay, so Mike's here. Did you see that? Hey lads, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you, Mike. When am I on your channel? This week, I think. No. Thank you. No. If I don't want to end up watching that fucking Spice World shit. So I'll stay at 900. Thank you. Quite happy where I am. Theodore, that's her bloody name. She was the Catherine Zeta-Jones character in the remake. But yes, there was undertones that she may be a lesbian, and they cut a scene where she was dumped by her last girlfriend before she came here. So can't have that in the 60s. So they cut that bit out. It's all just hinted at here, isn't it? But yeah, here we go, around the house.
Why am I here? What nightmares await me? Damn it.
Yeah, there's a lot of build up in this. So 25 minutes in, and they're investigating in the house. So where are we? So yes, where are we? Calendar. What do I got next? So tomorrow night, I think we're doing Savage Beach. Andy Sedaris. Are we every 5 minutes turning the screen off because it's going to be boobs? Then Wednesday, it's Return to Savage Beach with more boobs. Then we have Mike Z I'm on his channel on Thursday at 8 p.m. with AJ's Movie Place. At the moment, got Charlie's Angels on Sunday, Trading Places on Monday. Right, where are we? Yeah, she plays someone that's picking up the ghosts in the room quite well, this one. It wants you, Nell. The house is calling you. Now there's a Lois Maxwell turns up towards the end of this. Miss Moneypenny. Right, so there you go. This house, much like mine, does not have any straight corners. And none of the doors are fitted the same, so they never close. So they never stay open, I should say. So they always swing shut. When I first moved in, I had a long hallway into the dining room, into the kitchen, extension of the kitchen. If you take a picture, it looks like it's on its side. All the doors are on a different angle. So there's no right angles here either. That's probably just lopsiding and subsidence more than ghosts, but or design as this place is. And then we get it's not a hairstyle, that's just how it happens. Warner Home Video were going to release this as part of the Elite collection, but Warner has left Haunting for Beyond Terror collection. And I thought, that must be the one I got then. Yes. Terrorvision Horror Classic from MGM. With the original trailer, which we sort of saw. Terrorvision, there you go. That's the same thing. There is a lot of stuff in this room. As you can see, hang on. Stupid widescreen's throwing the tablet off. Gonna risk it. Move it close up. I think it's because it's black and white as well. It's very bright. There we go.
Yeah, well, what did I tell you?
Yeah.
Anyway, all the angles are slightly off. There isn't a square corner in the place.
There you
I
go.
wonder it's impossible to find a way around.
Well, they say that, but you only see about a tiny section of it. Right, so yeah, they got the staff that don't show up until breakfast and leave at dinner. So they're on their own. And what's his name? Russ Tamblyn from Twin Peaks will turn up in a minute, and West Side Story. I think he was under contract with MGM, so yeah, to appear in one of their films. So yeah, it's based on The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I can never remember the name of it. The door opened. Are you there, spirits? Ah, feck. I forgot my Ouija board. There he is, mixing cocktails. Who is this young man? Vermont, Vermouth, I should say, not Vermont. Yeah, despite being filmed in '63, it doesn't really look like it was made in '63. Yeah, so yeah, this is director Martin Scorsese's favorite horror film. And Claire Bloom was intrigued to play the woman, to role of a woman who was attracted to another woman. She said she got along with everyone on the set, except for Julie Harris, who tried everything to avoid her and not talk to her. At the end of the shoot, Harris went over to Bloom's house with her pregnant, explained the reason she had kept herself was to stay in character because Harris's role of the film was out of my outsider and others would understand or listen to. So there you go. You cheeky bastard. Not a syrup. Or a spider. I'm not a lady spider. Was the spider missing? It was there. Everyone loved working with Robert Wise, apparently. What the hell? A massive roast dinner every night. Where are the ghosts? We're 30 minutes in. What is this going on? Ah, so Russ Tamlin had an uncredited cameo as Nell's psychiatrist in the 2008 Netflix version. Christ, has it been 4 years? Most of the film was shot through lenses that add a curvature to the walls, making the house seem even more strange. I can see that. Yeah, according to the Juliet, the film censors demanded that Theo never be shown to touch Eleanor in order to keep the lesbianism less obvious. Nevertheless, they touched several times, including when Theo is sitting on the bed. The theme is reinforced when Ella calls Theo a mistake of nature. Ooh, different times. It does show that they've got candles. There's no lights around. All the lights around them are either off or on the walls, but it's very well lit. Excellent question. How many of these have I got? I don't think I'm going to... I'll have to check. I think Reanimator, or no, is that Tartan release? Fine. Yeah, Reanimator's Tartan. I'm destroying my set. Might be the only one I have. Yeah. I think it might be. It might be one more, but I don't know where it is. I know I've ruined my luxurious cape. Ruined the effect. Eesh. Ah, fuck it. Dr. Jacoby, that's who he is in Twin Peaks.
Anyway, I wish you'd stop referring to this desirable property as haunted.
That's haunted again. Makes me expect to find a disembodied hand in the soul. Nobody knows even why some houses are called haunted.
What would you call this place? Panorama?
Boom. Yes, I think I've got a Stephen King one, but they're in a loft. I think that's a TerraVision. I can't remember which one it is. What was that? I heard something. Bloody hell. It is the night for spooks. Alright, where were we? No. Not about how they love the script. Not much interesting about this. I couldn't find anything. Not many making-ofs on this. Hey, there we go. Now it's dark, and it's Happy Halloween. Yes, it is. What time is it? It's 8:16 here, so it's dark. So, is it dark with you? But welcome, sir. Welcome. Have you seen this film? Taking a show of hands. But yeah, it's not very mentioned on. There's more reviews for the remake than there is on this one. I think I only found about 2 or 3 that had to do with this. There's lots of trailers or clips from this film, but spill the salt. All right, where are we? 35 minutes in, and not even a spook. Took 6 months to write the screenplay, apparently. Here we go. 60s evening, reading, sitting in front of the fire with tea, or playing cards. And there's a lot of inner monologues.
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing gin rummy. Oh, and she spilled the tea. But yes. This is Halloween. Pay up, you Welsh. I'm not sure if that's racist or not.
What was it?
Oh, I had a feeling.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it was just my imagination. You were being watched. Yes. Yes, I did. I was watching the movie.
Now that's your imagination.
How much would it cost? How much would it? How much would you accept to sleep the night in a haunted house? Yeah, apparently some of the set and characters were the inspiration for the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland. Oh yes, the infamous bending door scene. We'll get to that soon. Well, yes, there's a tree that kills people every 90 years. It turns out to be exactly 90 years to the day when the accident happens. Oh, Frosty Cola. Oh, thank you. You can't say that, Frosty. You get blocked. That's why your message hasn't appeared. Hey, Jim. How are you, sir? We're not out trick-or-treating. But if anyone does want to join, there's the link. Except Frosty, who's barred. Oh, yeah. Psychookiness. Oh, hang on. Several messages of Frosty Colas removed. So, must be at least 20 rooms in this house. Bedrooms, anyway.
What may I do?
Oh, I see.
No one's locked the front door.
Good night, Dr. Markham.
Ooh. Kebabs. Now, I've never had a kebab because they look disgusting. a little fragile today. Is that tired or ill or other? Because you've got... When are you on next weekend, isn't it, Jim, my lad? We've got you and Sophie doing Charlie's Angels, the 2000 version. But maybe we should change that to the 2020 version. Sasha's here. Happy Halloween to you, sir. I hope it's a good one. Yes, and you. Is this your last day at your Halloween store? We've missed you. So let's see. When we got? When is Jim on? Sunday the 6th. Oh, Jim. Jim and Sophie will be here, I believe. Yeah. This time then. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Spooky things are happening. Do you think a door could stop a ghost coming in?
Against what, Eleanor? Against what?
And Mystery Men too. Yep, that is the 14th. We've got that on your own. Yeah. The CGI in this remake of this is very ropey and unnecessary. And then, of course, it was parodied in Scary Movie 2, most of it. And the story. So yeah, I am on Patrick's Cheetah Wheel View on the 15th. He's interviewing me, which would be weird. What are you shared? Jim sharing tweets. What is your all-time favorite horror movie? Well, it is probably this. Oh, here we go. Boom, boom, boom. The German guns. Good job. I'm watching this on DVD. I did get some youngsters around for a trick or treat, so a few sweets to give now. I'll stuff the rest, including the Dunlop's marshmallow cakes. I'll have some of those. Oh. It's not Mother knocking. Oh, yeah, she wakes up thinking her mum's still alive and knocking to get. Terribly cool. Yeah, so no one else hears the knocking because the others thought they saw a dog and chased after it outside. The knocking. Yeah, then it sounds like it's moving down the hallway, then it comes back. It's brown trousers time.
Maybe it'll go down.
If you're lucky, it'll go down, but don't count your chickens. Yeah, where's it? Oh, where is it? Although, yeah, I can see a lot of this was ripped off by Evil Dead 2, who went a bit more extreme with the sounds. But yeah, we haven't had half the trick-or-treaters we had last year. Right, it's raining. Yeah. Still spooky. Oh, now you've done it. As it was looking for someone in the room, and now she's given herself away. Yeah, hang on. There's a bit with someone thinks they're holding someone's hand, but they're not. So that was in Evil Dead 2 as well. Yes, like she said, it's just a noise. What's scary? It's cold as well, but hey, Jim. Glad to hear it. Oh, it's back again.
It's against the top of the door.
Definitely need a good bass on your sound system for this. Oh, got a Medusa door handle. That's pretty cool.
People scream because I think I'm going to.
Yeah. You hear that knocking on the door in the middle of the night, you would. Is the door locked? No. He's got this. The room is bigger than my house. Yeah, and the random shots of stuff around the building and the house, and then yeah, close up of the door. A lot of stuff in Evil Dead 2 from this. I might start a lawsuit. Hang on. No, they are moving. I thought I'd frozen. It's back. No. They've stopped banging. Yeah. At what point do you get out of bed to investigate? Yeah. It's got this nice. Where are we? Oh yeah, the men are here. It's all right. And they heard nothing.
Nothing in particular.
Yeah, nothing in particular. Sorry. Must be fun. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm sure he'll come out eventually. But yeah, definitely need the right sound system for this film. Yeah, he says he chased a dog. He assumed it was a dog. We followed outside. They heard something run past their door. Assumed there was a dog loose in there. And then woke up Luke and went after him. And then they went out in the garden. But yeah, they heard nothing. What does that tell you? Scary dairy. Well, okay. Nice ominous shot of the house. Right, where am I? Stupid VHS being faster. Right. Oh, is that just like she just bloody lobster dinners? And we got grapefruit for breakfast. That's very 60s, isn't it? Although I remember having that. Half a grapefruit. If I can have to have so much sugar on it to make it taste half decent. And then not filling at all. Ooh, yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, it's surprising how well black and white films from that period do come out. Are you not trick-or-treating tonight, Dr. Impossible? Free sweets? Although, what time is it? Maybe I could go out. Go live down the street. Has Psycho been released on 4K yet? I keep forgetting. I need to look up this actor. What's his name? I know he's in something else without the moustache. No, IMDb is recommending The Innocents. If I like this. Richard Johnson, that's him. What's he been in? Ah, yes, there you go. Psycho. Trick or treat. No cash, just sweets. Just cash, no sweets. Yeah, exactly. I did try that. Telling my son that earlier, but he didn't say it. But just got a few sweets. Oh, he's in Lara Croft Tomb Raider and Zombie, the 1970 film. So no, and The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Bloody hell, he hung in there. 140 films. Bloody hell! Right, let's see what he's famous for. He has been in lots. Julius Caesar. The Pumpkin Eater. I'm trying to see something I recognize him from. Some girls do. Thriller, but not that one. Beyond the Door. That might be it. 1974. Oh. I got the sweets. Yeah, my wife and I bought those from Sainsbury's, so my sweets was from 84. Good, because last year we ran out of sweets, but this year we got half a box. Oh, he was in Space 1999. Who loves that show? Martin Landau at his high point. Right. Zombie. The Great Alligator. I don't know that. I don't think it's an alligator film. The Monster Club. Of course he was in that. Kenny Everett Show. Tales and Unexpected. Magnum. Brigadier Falk's Royal Army. So yeah, Dempsey and Makepeace. Yeah, he must be. Spent a lot of time in the UK by the look. A lot of TV work. Things that go bump in the night.
What are you afraid of, Theo?
Knowing what I really want.
Good morning, fellow Earthlings.
Luke, what are you afraid of?
What I just saw in the hall. Specifically. You mean you haven't seen it? Well, it shows you it's getting good.
It's what's left of some spiced rum. Captain Morgan spiced rum and Coke.
Right here.
Now, why would a ghost write in chalk
Writing.
on a wall? You taste it to find out what it is. Or something like chalk. He does say that, but it's very cursive, very legible writing. But let's see. There you go. I was reading too much in it. Hang on. Right. Well, there you go. If you were a ghost, wouldn't you just write Eleanor something? I missed it. Crazy, is it? So first of all, it wrote in chalk on the wall. Then second of all, no one heard it. And third of all, only one person saw it. It knows my name, doesn't it?
It knows my name. Master Madame Nella could have said any of us. It knows all our names.
Very calm for something where that's just happened. I'd be running for the door. I set the lunch for one. Very nice. A good drink for a vampire with a taste of the VHS rental. I'm not a vampire. I'm a driving instructor from Johannesburg. And they're back on the grapefruits. A lot of silver in that house. That'll be saved up. They melt it down. So who has seen the remake more than once? I remember seeing an interview with Liam Neeson, and then because Catherine Zeta-Jones's character wears like 6-inch heels, and she gets to run down the corridor in a chase scene, and she outrun Liam Neeson, who was in his flat shoes, hobbling along, he said. And then I think it's one of the second film I saw Owen Wilson in, but he's only in half of it. Spoilers. Yeah, from the director of Speed and Twister. Just what you need for a horror film. And the director of photography on Die Hard. you go. The conservatory.
Masculine type, that's Ukraine, pointing out all of the great treasures in this creepy house he built.
Mm.
Now, the dame on the end down there, this one must be his two wives. Daughter Abigail. Now, the dog.
The dog you were chasing last night.
Yeah, very good. Now, that one, she's got to be the companion, huh?
Ah, yes. Ah, yeah, what do we got? Hey, that was pretty spot on. You didn't know where I wasn't from South Africa. Diplomatic immunities. We're very off topic. What's this? No, didn't win the lottery. No man. Although it doesn't look like there's glass in this conservatory. It looks like it's open to the elements. The statue is quite lame.
Oh, more than meets the eye.
You know, this wouldn't be such a bad room without the statue.
Well, ideal for the zombies' annual ball.
Oh, the Z word.
I believe he has his eye on.
Or is it not the type of zombies that we're used to? Because one of the zombies in the old days is just people under someone else's control. Oh, she's dancing. She's actually happy for once. That'll soon change. Because we're an hour in, over halfway. Oh, and the door just opened. There you go. Yeah, who was it you said did it? Was it Mr. Elliot again? Oh. He's joking. But yeah, certainly everything looks like a real house. Of course, all us English live in houses like this. We all have our manor houses. Like that. Dr. Impossible's is on Bodmin Moor. Overlooking the plebs. Oh, she's not going in.
My mother.
Yes,
That smell.
just stale air.
No, that other smell.
Uh-oh. She's smelling something that's not there. A nice library, that. Look at that. Get all those rotten books off the shelves. Can I put my VHS on them? Nice. Yeah, try to remember your reaction. Write it down later for me. Does look a bit like Magnum. Where am I? We're behind again. Or am I ahead? That's it. Elliot Scott. Work with Spielberg. Dragon Slayer. Awesome. Yeah. It's amazing. Set design. And now you don't need it anymore. You just need a green screen. Has anyone seen Jeepers Creepers Reborn? Oh, he's going up the stairs. It's funny how he gets halfway up before they go wobbly. They go wobbly and he jumps off them at the from halfway up. Oh, it's ominous. Yeah, you get these weird shots. Oh, there he is. Oh, now I'm ahead. So there you go. There he's just jumped off. He is the comic relief of the film. Elliot Scott. Let's have a look at him. What's he done? Elliot, I'm standing on my testicles. Oh, he did Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Last Crusade, Labyrinth. Oh yeah, bloody hell. Temple of Doom. Shit. Passed away in 93, that's unfortunate. Art director. Beauty and the Beast, the TV movie, was his last work. Oh, art director in 1976. Okay. The production designer. Last Crusade was his last film. That's a bit better. Pirates of Penzance from 83. Evil Under the Sun 82. Dragon Slayer 81. Watcher in the Woods 80. Yeah, he had a good 80s. Bloody hell. Like I might be playing Havoc with my TV. Lousy CRTs. Okay, right now I'm synced up. Because I think, yeah, the remake is a sleep experiment they're doing, not a ghost one, supernatural one. Yeah, she almost fell to it. Hey, Terence, how are you, sir? Nice to have you here. Thumbs way up. Oh, there you go. Well, what time's your shindig? Hoot nanny. Is that tonight? I can't remember. It's in my schedule, but it might be too late for me because I was going to do this one at 10, but then I got tired. Fuck it, 7:30. Then I can watch it film. Ah, there you go. Awesome flick. See? Great minds. He was a great production designer, yeah. I'd love to walk onto a proper set, see what it looks like. One of these big old sets where the whole thing looks real. So yeah, where hang on. It's not in my upcoming events. All right, Terence. Oh, they're on the scotch. Nothing to keep the cold away. Foolishness, painting your nails. How
Haven't
dare
had
she?
much chance to learn the difference. You know something? When I'd play solitaire in my room, she'd bang on the wall and make me feel guilty for leaving her alone just that little bit. She's always your mother.
The bitch. Oh, here we go. You want a story of my dull life? There you go. So, what is this? These beds, it's like a double bed, but two single beds welded together. Because quite intricate metal work. Asking if she's married. So, yeah, when are you live, Terence? Oh. Oops, right. Let's have a look. I know it's here somewhere. No guest. Not unless you want to hop on, Terence. It's been on. Oh, shit. I missed it. Was it in the early hours of this morning? Did it on Saturday? What day is it? How the hell did I miss that? Oh, sorry, Terence. There it is. I will catch it later. Oh, there you go. Why not? Oh. Damn, I thought it was Halloween there. Right. Let me work this one out. DM you the link. Okay. One moment, Mr. Miguano, who's joining us. If I can work out this phone. Right, Terence. There you go. Oh, my wife watching the film. Yeah, the fire's going. It kind of goes right. There you go. That's a fucking Halloween night for you, apart from me spoiling it. Oh yeah, stand right there. It's
You
freezing.
go, stand there. Cold spot. Genuine cold spot.
Cheers
I
to Dr.
guarantee
Impossible.
it won't register on anything on it.
Oh, Bunk. Just a draft, that's all.
Some draft in Millhouse. I wonder if you can make one of the doors stay open. No, I tried.
Well, there's a big enough gap underneath the doors. Oh, the nursery. Honor thy father and thy mother. Yeah, you just want that written on the top of your door, don't you? No, don't go in there. Yeah. It's a pressure cooker. Sneezing. Is that bad luck? Cheers. Cheers to the beer. Hail to the ale. Yeah, use the force, Luke. Here he goes. There we go. Gotta be a draft.
This is something I can feel
Supernatural jazz.
and see.
Maybe there's a pipeline to the North Pole,
He might be. I sent the link, didn't I? Yep, you've seen it. He might be here. We shall see. Hey!
Hello, how you doing? Good
Oh,
to see
hi,
you
Danu!
Hi, Danu.
How are you?
Haunting, fucking love the haunting. You knew how to reel me in.
It's hypnotic.
Where are we at in it?
What? Yeah, just over an hour in, and the ladies are getting into bed together.
Oh no.
This is the film I signed up for.
Just
Oh yeah, I see. Look at that. It's the Halloween pumpkin behind you.
yeah. I did. I carved it into the sort of John Carpenter vibe.
Yeah.
Pumpkin, just get them on, man.
Yes. Put the effects on.
Yeah, I know.
What's the effects budget for you?
That was £2. It's a ghost pumpkin of Lidl.
That's a nice one. Yeah, nice up nice, that one.
You know, actually, I was trying to find out who actually carved the pumpkin for the title sequence for Halloween. Couldn't find out anywhere. Even on the audio commentary, they never even mentioned it.
No.
No.
You think it was on purpose that it looks like a knife with Michael holding it, or just that's what people are seeing?
I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see what it's like with the light out.
Oh, there we go. Got the full effect.
Spooky.
You know,
So you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you.
Yeah. Happy Halloween. I'll just put the light on, actually. Or I could. Hang on. Because I've got all these freaking candles. Just
zooming in on the wallpaper.
Just light it like I'm in Barry Lyndon. Oh.
There you go. Dr. Impossible says it looks great. Yeah, it does. Shines it
Thanks,
really
Doc.
well.
Thanks, Doctor.
The face changes on the wall, doesn't it? On this film, on the wallpaper she's staring at.
Oh yeah, that was so creepy. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I love. The subtlety in this film is just incredible.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been matched, to be honest.
No.
with the. I mean, I love the Changeling, but the Changeling's got a lot more kind of crazy stuff happening, whereas the Haunting's really subtle.
Yeah, like this bit where she thinks Ellen, she's holding a hand, and then you find out she's all the way over the other side of the room.
And I put it all down to this actor. She's just absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, she's pretty much carrying the film, isn't she? Because the others are just everything has to come through.
Totally.
Poor Theo. There you go, the John Alcott of Scotland.
John Alcott. Who's John Alcott? I know that name.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'm telling you, Dr. Impossible must be just the best guy to have at a pub quiz.
Yes, definitely.
Seriously.
She was over there in the bed the whole time.
What? No, what?
And then she's, holding her hand out. And you think she's still holding on to whatever's there.
Yeah.
Now, I know this manor is a smaller representation of yours, but because we all live in big manors in the UK, don't we?
Of course, absolutely. I live in a castle.
Oh, of course, Scotland's good for castles.
That's it. It's all castles up here. No.
Oh, the harp's playing every 10 minutes.
But you said that I recall you saying that you've been to this house, not the interior because that's a soundstage, but the exterior. Yeah,
I was showing off my pictures earlier.
Oh.
The problem is I didn't know at the time that this was the house.
All right. Oh.
I know. Okay, you forced my hand. I'll show my pictures again.
Can I see the chat here?
So there you go. This was it in, there we go. 2014 in March.
Oh, oh, right. Of course. That's where I know that name. Yeah, they had to develop a whole new lens or something for Barry Lyndon.
Ah, yeah. That's the interior of the actual place, the hotel. But that's, well, if you had your light on, that's what your place looks like, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much my front room.
Bit more gold. You got the deer, and then the gardens.
Oh,
if you have to get up, you got to get off my land, 21. Let me know.
Yeah, get off my land.
So yeah, they had their own church and everything. That's how big a place it was.
That is it. That is the house, man. That's great. Where is it? Where is it located?
It's only in Stratford-upon-Avon. So a stone's throw from you, and there's one of the rooms.
That is incredible. Just
turn off.
Because it is a British film, isn't it? I think it's British money in it. The Haunting.
It's British money, yeah. But yeah,
and
it's
the dude,
New England.
It's been over a year since I watched it because I reviewed it last year and I forgot the character's name. The doctor, the one that's the main character, not the main character, but the main dude.
Yeah.
And he was also in Zombie Flesh Eaters as well.
Yes.
And he's got that great line in this. Look, I know the supernatural is something that isn't supposed to happen, but it does happen. Which Rob Zombie used in, I don't know what song. It was on Astro Creep 2000.
Richard Johnson, that's the actor's name.
Richard Johnson, yeah.
Oh yeah, Dr. Markham. Dr. Menard in Zombie. Real fifth Beatle, there he is. Sorry, I'm late, been working. Oh, on Halloween night of all nights. There you go. Ask an expert. There you go. It's British American money.
Yeah, so it's a co-production.
Laundered.
The Robert Wise, great director. Was he not he was the editor on Citizen Kane as well, I believe.
Oh, bloody hell, he had a career then.
Yeah.
What else did he edit?
West Side Story, The Day They Are Stood Still, Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Yeah.
Loads.
Yeah.
Lots of cool films.
Yeah. Because I always knew him as this and
Sound of Music. Sound of Music. Yeah. Freaking legend.
Yeah. And then ended his career. Well, I think Star Trek ended his directing career.
That was his final film?
His big film. He did a Rooftops in 1989 and a TV movie in 2000.
Wow.
Rooftop. Yeah. Rooftops. A skilled young street fighter battles criminals across the rooftops of New York City.
I think I remember that on cassette. Is it not got Christina Applegate in it? No. Or is that something
Might
else?
be way down the list. She's not on the main list. It's got Jason Gedrick as T. Yeah. The final theatrical film directed. Yeah, that's the only bit of trivia. He had the Sand Pebbles with Steve McQueen, and he did as well. Yeah, he had a hell of a career.
Amazing.
If you were in a room with a harp played by itself every 5 minutes, what would you do?
Take the freaking strings off. Yeah.
I think in the remake, it's a piano, isn't it? And then one of the
I haven't seen the remake. I've always been a bit of a curmudgeon about it. Me and Rainbow Fright have been planning to kind of do a kind of comparison because I've not seen the remake and she's not seen the original.
What?
I know, and I said, well, we need to jam on that because I love the original so much, and I'm just pure. Oh, I don't want to see the remake. I remember seeing the trailer with like CGI statues and stuff, and I was like, fuck that.
That is exactly.
Not interested.
Everything moves in the house.
And it didn't get a very good write-up at the time, I remember.
No, I saw it in the cinema. I was thinking, oh, this would be good. Jan de Bont knows what he's doing.
And it's funny that that was what Wes Craven wanted to make. He wanted to do the remake of the Haunt instead of doing Scream, believe it or not.
Oh,
he was trying to develop the remake of The Haunting before he decided to do Scream.
I
know.
50-50 on that one then.
No, I think he did the right thing. I don't think you can really match it. I would imagine that Craven would have kind of been more restrained, though. I'm not criticizing the Jan de Bont version, but I just kind of see it. It's going to lack subtlety. But that's pure ignorance talking.
No, it's. Well, have you seen Scary Movie 2?
Scary Movie 2.
Yeah. Because there's a lot.
You do know that
Haunting remake.
You do know that the Wayans brothers were willing to pay $2 million, right, to have well, whoever was paying for it was probably it was movie films. Can't remember, but they were very close to having Marlon Brando appear as the Exorcist in the opening sketch in that film. The opening scene. Very close. Then Marlon Brando was going to do it for a stupid amount of money, but he was going to do it, and he fell ill apparently, and he couldn't do it. I just can't imagine what that had been like to see Brando in a Wayans Brothers movie.
Yeah,
with all that
last film.
Yeah, it probably would have been.
Would he have had his trousers on?
I don't know. I think he would have probably been kinder to them for some reason. I don't know. I just because he was that way that you just didn't know what the guy was going to do next.
Yeah.
I mean, do you ever see his interview with, is it Connie Chung? Is that her name? American journalist.
No. Oh yeah.
She interviews him. He's just so horrible to her, man. He's such a prick. You know.
Yeah, he was picky. Oh, it's Miss Moneypenny. Because I don't recognize her from her look in this. It's just her voice.
Have a field day with you. Who are you? Grace Markway. Didn't John tell you he's married?
Miss Moneypenny, I'll come and save you. Good call on that. There you go.
Oh, well, I only just for the first time saw the Serpent and the Rainbow. Can't believe I've sat on that film for so long, and it's for me. It's my favourite. It's my favourite of his. It's
kept you nailed to your seat, did it?
It was great. It did everything that Altered States promised. I think Altered States is a bit of a failure, to be honest, as a film. I don't really like Altered States that much, but Serpent and the Rainbow did that sort of thing way better.
Zombies. Yeah. Okay. I did see the remake back in, I best forgotten. I think Spielberg regretted producing the film. Has he got his name on this? Oh yeah, it's a DreamWorks.
Yeah, it's Spielberg. Yeah.
Hang on. Has he taken his name off the VHS? Yes.
I don't recall it being pushed as a Spielberg production, but see, be honest with you, after
he's not on him.
They didn't throw his name about as much as they did in the 80s.
No.
Right?
True.
I mean, a weird one that I keep forgetting that Spielberg produced was The Money Pit. It's mad to think that Spielberg was one of the producers on that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting until I see it. And I go, oh, Spielberg did it.
Yeah. Because in the 80s, it was just like, it was a badge of honor, right? Just to have his name.
Yeah.
On there.
Film had it back then, didn't
Hi,
it?
Pete.
Hey, Pete there.
Oh, yeah, Jerry Goldsmith was just the greatest, wasn't he? I mean, Poltergeist, The Omen, the Rambo films. One of my favourites is Capricorn 1. The score for that. Dun, 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 dun. They've been threatening to do a remake of that for a long time, actually. Capricorn 1.
Oh dear. With OJ back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was one of my regular watches when it was on telly back in the 80s.
That's what Peter Hames said in an interview once. He said he had the honour of directing two actors who both got away with killing their wives. O.J. Simpson in Capricorn 1 and Robert Blake in Busting. His first movie. Have you ever seen that one? Have you ever seen that movie, Busting?
Busting. Let's have a look.
It's brilliant. I know you're an action junkie, right? It's one of the best foot chases in a film, actually. Just for its camera work alone. Let's get this crazy foot chase with a Steadicam shot that's just dynamite. Elliot Gould and Robert Blake, and they're just like catching prostitutes.
Sold. I'll have to check that out.
It's a good movie. I mean, it's not.
Blaze Star Goes Nudist, also known as Busting Out.
It's not. It's not as intense as Vice Squad or anything like that. It's more laid back.
Yeah, that Vice Squad.
Oh, Vice Squad's brilliant.
Yeah.
Ramrod.
Windhauser playing himself.
Yeah. I watched an interview with him when he talked about it, and he said it was it was difficult to get rid of that character. Like, he would go home at night and he would still be Ramrod, right? Because he was working on a soap opera at the same time. He was doing a soap opera during the day, and he was doing Vice Squad at night.
Night and day, literally. No, didn't go far the Money Pit, but a laugh. Yeah, I would enjoy.
I
it.
love the Money Pit. Alexander Goodenough, he's excellent in it.
I know. It's just he was a loss, wasn't he?
Oh yeah.
Was the Money Pit, Die Hard, and what was the other one?
Witness. He was in Witness as well.
3 big films from the 80s, yeah.
Yeah. Love all those films.
He was a ballet dancer, wasn't he?
Was he?
Was he? I think.
Sure.
Definitely wasn't an actor for. Oh, hang on. Never seen it. Is that busting?
Oh, you're in for a treat. It's a good movie.
Or is it Money Pit? One on. Blake, an Electric Light in Blue. That's a weird film. Electric Light in Blue.
Electric Light in Blue. I've not seen it. It's
What's his name? Fuck.
Is it not the whole band Chicago? Are they not in it? Robert Blake. He's like a police motorcycle cop.
Yeah.
And,
I remember the police helmet and the glasses on the poster.
one of those weird 70s films.
Okay, he's right. The score is just cracking. Yeah. Hang on, for a second. I remember seeing that. I think, was it in the same VHS as Lethal Weapon, where it was the picture in the handcuffs, or was that something else? That was Eye of the Jury. No,
Oh, I love Eye of the Jury. You must have that, yeah?
no, I haven't got it. Well,
Oh,
I haven't picked it up anyway yet.
It's pretty crappy
I've
as
seen it,
well.
but I
The
don't
plot
have it on
the
VHS.
plot doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No.
I mean, I love the original novel. I love the Mickey Spillane novels. They were
That's
great.
Mickey Spillane. I'm trying to think who it was.
Yeah, and I thought Amanda Sante was excellent as Mike Hammer. He's my Mike Hammer actually, because he's just completely ruthless.
Yeah. I think it's
You
got
know,
a name. Who did the TV series?
Stacey Keach.
That's him, yeah. I remember him.
Yeah.
But I didn't see Eye of the Jury.
Yeah, which I don't know if it got cancelled or whatever. It just became TV movies after he got busted and had to spend time in Her Majesty's. Yeah.
It's gone cold in the house again.
Must have missed that episode of Porridge with Stacey Keach in it.
Is that?
Yeah, I need to watch Electric Light in Blue. Thanks for reminding me. I've totally forgot about that film.
Is it on Blu-ray though?
I think it is. I think it got a big re-release a few years ago. I remember seeing it in an Empire, and I was like, "Oh, that looks good."
Okay. Yeah. It never explains why they just don't leave the house. It's not like they can't get out. It's just they have no intention of leaving.
See, I don't know if you've ever seen the documentary about Larry Cohen, King Cohen. It's called.
Okay.
It's really good. I know that you did you had the stuff on. I saw the start of your video. I think it would already been on, and I'd seen the replay of it, and I was like, when it started, I was like, "Oh, I hope that tape works. I hope that tape works." You know.
Yeah, it's the thing with this. I never tested the tape before.
I was like, "Oh no, what if it just snaps into pieces?" But I recall that tape was damn near perfect. It was. I don't think I had a mark on it.
No, they're all lovely. Thank you.
But you're welcome. See the what was it? The documentary is great about Larry Cohen. Because he talks about making Eye of the Jury, because he wrote the screenplay and he was going to direct it, right? And he actually started shooting it for a week, and then he got fired. And the reason that he got fired was because he was used to using a skeleton crew for his films, low budget, right? He would use just about 6 or 7 guys to shoot a scene. But the studio that was making this film, they hired a giant crew to make Eye of the Jury, and he was not pleased with that at all. Right? And the stupid thing was he was shooting inside like a hotel for one of the scenes, and most of the crew were all standing outside because they couldn't all fit into the. He was going to shoot just in a hotel room, not a set, and they were all standing outside because they couldn't get in. There's no room for them, and he's like, "This is a joke. This is an absolute joke." So he got fired because he was just mucking stuff up, and then he just went. And started shooting Q the Winged Serpent. He just went, right, fuck it, I'm going to make an horror movie.
Cool.
And it was getting made like a couple of blocks away, you know.
Mikhail Baryshnikov.
Oh, I've got that here. I'll send that down to you. Where is it?
Send everything.
I'm going to melt the bottom of this fucking laptop. Shit, these candles.
Stacey
No,
the Squeeze. Nice.
I've got White Knights. Where's the cassette?
What's it called? The Squeeze. Let me write that down.
Oh, just one of the, it's just a brilliant movie. The Squeeze. Yeah, I've heard of that as well. It's another one. Aye.
Right. No, not. I found Michael Keaton's 1987 The Squeeze, where the poster of him crushed between the Twin Towers. Right. It's not the one I'm looking for. 77 The Squeeze. Right. Oh, it's trying to escape. Now the doors are locked. Definitely a lot of Evil Dead 2 there. Making good use of the sound effects machine. Don't you just love the spiky Bill Conte score and main title to either jury?
Oh yeah, it's just nuts. I wasn't too keen on his score for Your Eyes Only though.
I think that's it. I have that.
It didn't suit Bond. Michael Kamen, License to Kill, that was excellent. Yeah. Although he did make it sound like Lethal Weapon, right?
Yeah. There's a few guitar twangs.
The movie was ramped up to that degree. You could see that they were like kind of wanting to make it more like a Joel Silver movie.
Yeah. People did complain it was an action film more than a Bond film, didn't they?
Yeah.
80s action film.
But that's one of the funny things in the Larry Cohen documentary where they're talking about the black exploitation movies that he did, like Hell Up in Harlem and stuff like that. And they would just shoot them out in the street, right? They would not get a permit. They would just shoot the film in the street. They would do a car chase in the street. No permit, no security, nothing like that. And there was a part in it where Fred Williamson, who's the main actor in the film, Larry Cohen said to him, "Look, I need you to jump out of a moving car, right? I need you to jump out of this moving car." And he's like, I'm not jumping out of a moving car. I'll tell you what, I'll jump out of a moving car if you jump out of a moving car. And he did. He jumped out of a moving car to sort of prove his point. They do crazy stuff like that. And there's a part in it where they had, in one of the films they made, they had a fight in an airport. It just shows you how unsafe the 70s was, right? You know, that sort of luggage carousel. There's like a gun fight in an airport on a luggage carousel, and there was no permit, no nothing. They didn't tell anybody. They're just going in there and shooting this stuff, man. You're like, whoa!
Don't even look twice, probably.
So reckless, you know. Brilliant, though. And that's the thing. I do believe that I, the Jury, would have been a better film if it was Larry Cohen, because he was a writer and a director. So when he was on the set of Q the Winged Serpent, which he wrote and directed, he could rewrite his scenes right there in the spot.
Yeah.
right? He doesn't have to go and get a writer and do all this stuff. He would rewrite his movies as he went along. He'd have a finished script, of course, but he would constantly rewrite and stuff like that as this movie was getting made, and he would have done that for that.
Yeah.
But,
coming up to the only jump scare in the film.
One jump scare. Some movies have like 20.
Yeah. John Barry recommended Cayman for License to Kill. There you go.
All right.
1970s health and safety didn't exist and life was perfect.
Yeah.
I
think that helicopter crash in 1982, though, that was the one, wasn't it? That kind of changed everything.
Yeah.
For Hollywood.
And probably The Crow as well.
Oh God! Right.
That was a shame. Although,
yeah, I remember. I remember that morning like it was yesterday. Just turning on. It was the Big Breakfast. I was watching the Big Breakfast, and the news reporter that came on, it was like Brandon Lee's, and he hadn't passed away at that point.
No, he went to.
He was in hospital, right, and he was on life support, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, hated get up for school in the 90s. It was like, oh, wake up for school, and there's River Phoenix has died. You're like, oh, great, you know. There's always something horrible like that.
Yeah, a lot of Die Jungs. There you go.
I don't know if he was involved in the original, but he did make the sequel, Return to Salem's Lot.
Sequel, though, is a strong word for that one.
Yeah, I mean,
there's vampires in a small American town is about it, isn't it?
Yeah, in name only, really.
I do enjoy it though.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed watching Maniac Cop again. I hadn't seen that in a long time. And that's another one where they didn't have permits as well. They just there's a St. Patrick's Day parade in it.
Oh, yes.
And they were filming during a St. Patrick's Day parade.
And why not?
Scenes with the police. You know, there's all the police out for a St. Patrick's Day parade, and they're making a freaking movie right in front of them. Give a shit. And it's weird because they couldn't get all the shots that they needed, and Larry Cohen still had some footage left over from God Told Me To, which he made in the 70s, and they used some of that in Maniac Cop. They even used some of it in Cue the Winged Serpent as well. For some reason, he used that as his B-roll for other movies.
Filming. Maybe Jason Takes Manhattan should have took a leaf out of his book.
Yeah, I know.
Fox was happy with the script for either jury. Yeah. The end of the film is not a coherent story.
I mean, it's only an adaptation of that novel from like the opening scene and the closing scene. That's it. You know, it has everything that's in the novel is the opening scene where the murder happens and when the revelation of who the killer is. That's all exact, but everything in between is just not. You know, it's like it's a joke. But there's some brilliant action scenes in it, and Amanda Sante is just class.
Yeah, he's cool.
There's this ridiculous. I don't know how this it makes no logical sense, and that's what I love about this scene is when he goes to interview this prostitute in a sushi bar. And he's talking to her, and the guy that works in the sushi bar is like cutting up fish in front of them, right? And he slits her throat. This woman, and you know that's obviously what the hell? How the hell did they work out getting an assassin to work in the sushi bar like that, right?
It's probably the world of John Wick, isn't it? So
yeah, it's kind of like that, I suppose.
Everyone on every street corner. Yeah.
I remember seeing an amazing interview with Mickey Spillane where he was talking about which novel was it? It's Vengeance Is Mine, which is a great novel, right? Pulp novel. And at the very in this interview, he said that the killer gets most of the time the killer turns out to be somebody that he slept with, right? Right, Mike Hammer, and the character Juno in this is this woman that he's fallen in love with. She turns out to be the killer, right? And he kills, he always kills the killer. He never arrests them. He always blows them away, right? And at the very end of the novel, there was a line of dialogue just at the very end where he just says, "Juno was a," right? And he purposely left this out. Juno, the character Juno was a, and then that's the end of the book, right? The end of the story. But he left out the last. He left out the last word, right? Juno was a, and then left it out, and he gave it to his publisher, and they're like, "What's this last word?" And they were like, he was like, "Pay me, give me my money," right? So they paid him, and the last word was "man," right? So Mike Hammer had revealed that the woman that he fell in love with and all that, and she was beautiful, gorgeous, and then he killed her, was a man, right? And it was that's the last revelation in the story. I just thought that's crazy. And this is the late 50s.
Yeah.
The late 50s, they wrote that shit.
Different times again. But yeah, my dad used to read the Mickey Spillane books. Always had some of them lying around somewhere.
Yeah. Another good adaptation is the Kiss Me Deadly. That's a great one with Ralph Meeker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got that ending which Raiders of the Lost Ark pretty much ripped off with the Pandora's Box ending.
So nuts. Cast a Deadly Spell, isn't it, with Fred Ward, is it? I think
which one?
Cast a Deadly Spell. Is that
Cast
Fred
a
Ward?
Deadly Spell?
I can't remember. They're getting confused with all my witchcraft. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it's a different one. Either Jury was released on the Warner home video as part of the Handcuff series on Redux, but the tape is going. Yeah, I remember seeing it years ago with the Lethal Weapon one, but yeah, I haven't seen.
What was the other ones? The Protector, Jackie Chan.
That's the one. Yes.
The Jury, Lethal Weapon, Cobra.
Cobra's I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm sure that was one of them, but
yeah, it's definitely cop thrillers of the 80s by Warner's. Yeah, there you go. I don't know how hard the Handcuffs are going. Aside from yeah, I think I've got about 2 or 3 copies of the Lethal Weapon one, but none of the others. Yes.
It was playing in the next theater when I went to see Superman 4. I was like, oh, no.
If only you knew then.
I know, that was the thing. It was such a... I was talking to Anthony of Fever Dreamland Theatre. Being an American, he got in to see RoboCop 2 and The Fly 2 when he's like 10 years old or whatever, maybe younger. I'm sitting there like, oh... I've got to see Superman 4. If I was American, I could go in to see Lethal Weapon, Rambo. Stuff I actually wanted to see. Well, I suppose I did want to see Superman, of course.
You did want to see Superman, you just didn't know.
Didn't know it was a pile of wank.
Canada Films presents, though.
Oh, yeah. I got to see that logo once in the big screen.
Although
that was the best part.
In the cinema, so there you go.
I know, it's just not fair. But the
BBFC, yeah.
And the weird one is Return to Oz. Going to see Return to Oz was fun. I mean, in the next theater was Rambo, First Blood Part 2. That I bet I wouldn't have wet the bed that night if I watched Rambo First Blood Part 2. But Come to Oz.
It's a fucking nightmare, yes.
Seriously.
It's whoever came up with that.
Yeah, and a friend of mine was telling me that the producers of that film or the writers or what have you did research into what frightens children and purposefully put it into that movie.
That I can believe.
There's a certain place in hell for them.
Story.
Oh, I had the Glitter Dome with John Lithgow. It was on Thorny Am the Thorny Am release.
The Glitter Dome.
The Glitter Dome.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's a pretty obscure one.
Yeah.
So many weird cops. What's the one with Robert Culp and Bill Cosby? What's that one? Fuck.
Someone will tell us now. Dr. Impossible.
Oh.
Hey, there's the monkey. Yeah, it's not great anymore.
Born from an egg on a mountaintop, the funkiest monkey that ever was. He knew every magic trick under the sun.
Oh no, you've set Terrence off singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, copyrighted already. Nope.
Monkey magic. Monkey magic.
BBC 2, 6 p.m. Monkey Magic.
Yeah, no.
Is it called Monkey Magic or is it called Monkey?
It's just called Monkey.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, she's done for.
The weird thing is that a lot of these old martial arts films, they just had to make up what they were saying, didn't they? They just had to take artistic license because there's not really a word for it. There's no way to sort of describe what they're the way they're. That must have been difficult and fun.
It's like, was it? Yeah, pissed up voiceover artist most of the time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like with the Police Story by Jackie Chan. I remember watching the Cockney version. Oh, sorry, this is a bleeding. But yeah.
Yeah, well.
So where's she been hiding? She says Miss Moneypenny says she got lost and then she left the room because she heard a noise and then ended up in the fucking loft somehow. But yeah.
Oh.
So how are you going to round off your day? What are you going to watch? Anything?
I don't know. I was going to watch Barbarian, but, you know, I might just watch Conan instead.
It is sadly lacking any Arnold in it.
Yeah, exactly. No fucking having your enemies driven before you.
Exactly. That one line is just worth it.
It is great. That's his first line in the movie, and it's an absolute peach, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got like headings and stabbings and everything. What more can you want from a horror film? And James Earl Jones with that.
So I remember
bass and cut.
The audio commentary with him and John Milius is just excellent. When I bought that DVD, that was the first thing I did was I put on that audio commentary. A good lady lot in this movie. just just some of the shit that he hits out with. Like the cat with
a witch, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does actually. He does get laid a lot, but when he talks about that when he's the kid at the beginning that's playing the young Conan, and he's like, "Is that kid got lipstick on?" He's just like pointing at you know, because the kid looks like he's got really red lips, and he's pointing that out.
Gotta love some Arnie. Was he living at home with his donkey now?
Are you talking about Superman 4 being shot in Milton Keynes? I know.
Terrifier 2 is a film. Yeah, that is good. I did enjoy that more than I thought I would.
Oh, did you watch it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good laugh on it.
I've never seen the first film, so I watched both of them one after another.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't see why people are vomiting and stuff. Come on, I think that's just PR.
Yeah, I think it is as well.
Yeah, because it's so ridiculous. It's like the realm of fantasy. It's like that kind of Evil Dead level of splatter.
There's nothing like, oh my god, he's done that. It's like, take a fucking skull off. But yeah, it's yeah.
It takes time to make mashed potatoes as well. Just like, come on. And I loved when he had the severed head that he was using as a sweetie jar at the door. That was great.
I can understand people not knowing what was happening and being
It definitely has a real kind of Ghost Train Halloween vibe throughout.
Yeah, it's not taking anything seriously.
Not at all. A lot of fun.
And his mind was
Hickey and Boggs.
a
Hickey and Boggs, well done. Yeah.
The film's finished. Right. Let's rewind that.
I mean, here's a terrible title for a film from the 70s. Mother Jugs and Speed.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Bill Cosby, Harvey Keitel, and Raquel Welch, and their ambulance drivers.
Right. I heard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mother Jugs and Speed. Right?
I've definitely heard that before.
Hmm.
I don't know if I've seen it.
I think it's got Larry Hagman in it as well. JR. Just weird.
Yeah. Oh, it's a TV show as well, or is it a TV movie?
Yeah. Because they were in I Spy. I Spy was Culpin and Cosby.
I don't think I ever saw I Spy.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, so it was a TV movie after the film. There we go. Bloody hell. Played for humour. It was Bill Cosby and Raquel Welch. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
By Peter Yates again. There he is. Now, if I Google Mother Jugs, I doubt that film's going to come up.
No. Don't see that coming out in 4K.
Well, never say never.
I think the whole Cosby thing has just ruined any chance of me finally getting Ghost Dad on 4K.
Oh, Leonard Bart
Syndrome, come on, make it happen.
Yeah, come on. I can start a petition. If we can get Halloween Ends reshot, then we can certainly get
it reshot. What the hell? Honestly, who's going to reshoot? When is that ever going to happen? Right?
Never. You could get 1 billion signatures and it still wouldn't fucking
I
happen.
know. I mean, they fixed Sonic, right?
Yeah.
That's about it. Oh, that's right. They got that freaking Superman one, didn't they? The Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah, that works.
All these toxic fans that just can't just go, okay, the movie was shit, let's move on. Right? Another shit Halloween film. I mean, come on, there's dozens of them.
How many have I got here?
Oh, yeah. But someone made a nice observation that the character Corey Cunningham is a copycat of Michael Myers, and Sean S. Cunningham was a copycat of Halloween. Yes, maybe that was like a kind of slight dig, or what? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's all fitting into place now. Better film for knowing that now.
But yeah, I was so disappointed that day because I was actually, I was at my work that week. I was like, oh, that's right, Halloween Ends comes out this week. That'll be interesting. And then I heard some buzz about it that it was terrible, and I was like, oh no. And this is from people that are more forgiving than I am when it comes to slasher films. I'm quite hard on them. So I was like, oh no, if it's bad for them, it's going to be really bad for me.
Yeah. That's one of people that say, oh, I've seen it 4 times now, I understand it better. So yeah. I know what they were going for now.
Every time I talk to someone about it, I find more flaws. I'm like, oh no. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, Terrifier 2, that was the antidote. That was the absolute antidote to it.
You can see why it's done so well now.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Though he's the bad guy. Right, I'm going to wrap this up. So,
no worries, man. It's good talking to you.
No, it's nice to have you back.
Yeah.
I know.
You want to do Buckaroo Banzai at some point? I've got the original tape. I'll send it down to you. It's not in the best nick. I mean, the picture and that, it was a terrible transfer. You know?
the worse the picture, the less likely to be copyrighted. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those movies that promised a sequel that never came.
I can't imagine why no one understood it back
I
then.
love Buckaroo Banzai so much.
It's
You know,
just-
there's a scene with the watermelon with the electrodes that's in it, and it's like, well, why is there a watermelon there? I'll tell you later. No, we'll never find out why there's a freaking watermelon with these electrodes stuck into it.
Is there a deleted scene? There must be.
Yeah, well, in fact, there is a deleted scene. There's an opening scene with Jamie Lee Curtis as Buckaroo Banzai's mother that exists. That's kind of cool.
Ah.
Where you see him like as a child, and yeah, it's awesome. It's such a great movie.
I will hold you to that now.
Yeah.
But I know you're busy with your late night streams
Oh,
that us old people can't deal with.
oh, it's fine. I know, it's just because of the other people, Wes and that. I've got to be up for Wes and their time, and Curly Girl. They're
Yeah, I know.
and because it was a real headache having to get Mama Monster on because she lives in Germany.
Oh right. So yeah, she's
She's ahead of us. So that was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, time zones. Who needs them? Everyone should be set to the British standard.
That's that.
Even if they're going to work in the dark in the middle of their night now.
Right.
Right.
I know. Look at me. I'm all high and mighty, thinking my show's WrestleMania, and it's worth staying up till 3 a.m. for.
Well, I didn't have to get up early and stay up late, but yeah. My days of 0 hours sleep are long gone. Yes, get rid of BSC. See?
I know. That was weird though, not even noticing that the clocks went back.
Oh, right. All. I haven't done that for a while, but yeah.
And all the Americans were saying, "Oh, hey, yeah, the clocks go back for us as well." And I'm like, "No, it doesn't." and that's me. I know it. They don't.
You might watch Fright Night after 10 years. Hang on. Is that the remake? You have a good Halloween and all. God rest. Good rest. Yeah. Good rest of Halloween.
Apologies for my terrible rendition of the monkey theme. I've been working all day. I'll practice for next time, I promise.
Yeah. Make sure you do it. Keyboard accompaniment as well.
Drink lots of honey tea. That's what Robert Plant used to drink, so he could hit those high notes.
But he can't do that now with tea. Right. So yes. Have a good Halloween, everyone, and stay spooky. And thanks for joining me.
See you later. Bye-bye.
So good night, all.